Welcome to From Our Father's Heart for July 18th, The Power of the Cross. With the work that I am doing in your heart comes a corresponding responsibility. I expect you to function in the lessons that I am teaching you. I expect you to understand ownership. As I place ownership of my word and my precepts in your heart, I am removing the ownership of the things that you have held as your own for so long. You are beginning to understand that you are not your own, but have been bought with a price. Many of you have heard that often and have set it aside as yesterday's news. Now I will aggressively teach you what that really means and the wonder that it really is. Establish obedience in your heart this day. Ask me to establish my desires in you. To those who realize the importance of your relationship with me through Jesus, begin now to move in the wealth of the training I have taken you through. Move as my voice, my hands, and my heart to your world. Flow with me as I flow through you to others. I have given you eyes to see. Now open them so you will begin to walk where I show you to go. I am showing you truth. Open your mouth and speak it without compromise to those who need to hear it. Matthew 11:12, NIV. From the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven has been forcefully advancing, and forceful men lay hold of it. Matthew 26:53 and 54, NIV. Do you think I cannot call on my Father, and he will at once put at my disposal more than 12 legions of angels? But how then would the scriptures be fulfilled that say it must happen in this way? End of scripture reading. As a body of believers, we have been so ineffective by the Lord's standards that we function with spiritual atrophy. Most of us have never entered into the spiritual power that has been provided for us at the cross. I'm not at all talking about the foolish displays of make-believe authority that allows one to consume the things of God upon himself. I'm talking about the power of the cross that effortlessly eliminates the things of the world and advances the authority of God. True authority encompasses all the characteristics of Christ and none of the world. It is authority under full submission. Someone who has learned to remain under the absolute authority of God will function only as Jesus did. Someone who has been in deep communion with him desires only to be like him. For years, possibly generations, many elements of the Church of Jesus Christ have displayed a powerless mixture of worthless religion and make-believe, self-serving relationships to a world that needs to see the risen Christ. I believe that the Lord will soon call forth his own, those who have embraced the refining fires for the sake of their Lord. Free of the dross of the world, they will move as their Master moves, speak only when he gives them authority to do so, and live only for his glory. At present, this remnant is a laughingstock to the world and ignored by the cold church. They are as invisible as Jesus was to those who couldn't see. When the Lord calls them forth, their lives will be so bright with his presence that no one will be able to ignore them any more than the work of the cross could be kept quiet. Those of you who understand know who you really are. So does your Lord. Consider the cross training that you are experiencing as valuable as your Lord considers it. Embrace the fires of refinement for the sake of Jesus. Soon you will be called to move in what you have learned. Become everything in me, Lord. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. If you're led by the Spirit of God, leave us a note on today's message. If you're enjoying From Our Father's Heart, please subscribe, like and/or follow.